Hello aspirants, how are you all? So this video, hello aspirants, how are you all? Okay, I hope you all are doing good and your preparation is also going great, right? आप लोग की preparation भी बहुत अच्छी चल रही होगी, okay? So today, this video, this is related to complete national current affairs that have 300 MCQ. We're going to discuss about national current affairs of the year 2025 through MCQ, and that is 300 MCQ. Okay, so let's go ahead. So now the first question is, what material was used to craft the base of main moonstone ball gifted by PM Modi to the Japanese PM? So the correct option is B, Makrana marble. Second, the Pashmina shawl gifted to the Japanese First Lady was made from wool of which animal? Okay, so have you heard of this name? Option C is correct. Chanthangi goat. Okay, next, the Doduma doll, symbolizing luck and preservedness, traces its origins to which Indian monk? So, the option B is correct, that is Bodhidharma. Next, which Indian art technique was used to inlay semi-precious stones on the moonstone ball's base? So the correct option is C, Parchin Curry. When was Niveshak Didi program officially launched? Correct option is B, September 1st, 2025. Which organization launched the Niveshak Didi initiative? Correct option is C, Investor Education and Production Fund Authority. Under which ministry does IEPF operate? So, what is the correct answer? Correct option B, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. What is the main goal of Niveshan Didi program? Option B is correct. Empower women through financial literacy. I hope you all are getting this. Okay, fine. So let's go ahead with more questions. Next question is, under which ministry does IEPFA operate? So the correct option is B, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. What is the main goal of Niveshan Didi program? What is the correct answer? Option B, empower women through financial literacy. The Niveshan Didi initiative primarily contributes to which national mission? So option B is correct. Digital India and women-led development. When did NCRT celebrate its 65th Foundation Day? So what is the correct answer? Option B, 1st September 2025. The Bal Vatika TV channel under PM eVidya is meant for which age group? Option B is correct. 3 to 6 years. What is the key features of Diksha 2.0? Option C, AI powered tools and multilingual support. Next question is, which initiative focuses on inclusive textbooks for classes 1 and 2? So the correct option is Kitab Ek Padhe Anek. Okay, Kitab Ek Padhe Anek. Prashast 2.0 integrates with which of the following systems? So option B is correct. UDISC plus APAAR PAR ID and Chaulamban card. This is the correct answer. Who presented the Vikram 3201 microprocessor to Prime Minister Narendra Modi? Option B, Aswini Vaishnav. Which organization jointly developed Vikram 3201? Option B, ISRO's VSSC and SCL Mohali. On which mission was Vikram 3201 successfully tested? Option B, PSLV C60. Next question. What fabrication technology was used for Vikram 3201? So option C is correct. 180 nanometer CMOS. If you know what you mean by CMS, please CMOS write down in comment box. Which of the following is a key recommendation for India's semiconductor roadmap? So the correct option is C. Accelerate fab construction and invest in deep tech startups. Who inaugurated the Bihar Jivika Nidhi Sahkari Sangh Limited? So the correct option is C. Narendra Modi. What is the main objective of Jivika Nidhi initiatives? Option B. Providing elders have been equipped with tablets for implementation. So option C. 12,000. Which of the following schemes is aligned with Jivika Nidhi? So option B, Lakpati Nidhi. Okay. Actually, what I'm doing that for one news, I'm giving you get the clear picture of that news clearly with the help of MCQs. Okay. Now, so the next news is related to Kishan Kapas Kisan app. Okay. Who launched the Kapas Kisan app in September 2025? So option B, Giriraj Singh. What is the main purpose of Kapas Kisan app? So the option C is correct to digitize MSP based cotton procurement. Which organization is primarily supported by Kapas Kisan app? So option B is correct. Cotton Corporation of India, CCI. Which of the following is not a feature of Kapas Kisan app? Option C, subsidy distribution. Next, the Kapas Kisan app aligns with which major national initiative? Which is the correct answer? B. Digital India. World Coconut Day is observed every year on. Now this question related to news related to World Coconut Day, and there would be some few MCQ, few MCQ on this one. This news. World Coconut Day is observed every year on September 2, 2nd. Which organization established World Coconut Day? So option B, International Coconut Community, ICC. In 2025, the AIDS per coconut sampling was increased from rupees 4 to 45, rupees 45. Option C. The replanting aid for AIDS coconut trees was raised to option B, rupees 350 per tree. Support under the Coconut Technology Mission has been option C, sixfold. Okay, the question is related with the news, food and beverages sector, right? So, what is the full form of Bharti launched by APEDA in 2025? So, the option is Bharat's Hub for Agri-Tech, Resilience, Advancement and Incubation for Export Enablement. What is the export target set under the Bharti initiative by 2030? So option C, $50 billion. How many startups will Bharti support under its incubation program? So option C, 100. Which of the following technology is not emphasized under the Bharti initiative? So the correct option is D, satellite communication for tourism. So under this initiative, there is artificial intelligence, blockchain, and IoT enabled cold chain system. Okay, and but this satellite communication for tourism is not under Bharti initiative. Now move to the next one. Which government scheme does Bharti align with? So the correct option is B. Atmanirbhar Bharat, Startup India, and Digital India. This is the schemes, government schemes under Bharat. Now the next question is related to GST. So the new GST structure introduced in September 2025 includes how many tax slabs? So the correct option is 2. Under the new GST rates, consumer durables like ACs and TVs are taxed at option C, 18%. Which of the following items will now become cheaper under the new GST regime? Option B, air conditioners. What is the GST rate on sugary and flavored drinks after 2025 reform? So option D, 40%. Next, which of the following sectors is expected to gain most from reduced GST rates? So option C is correct, small industries and manufacturing. Okay, so next question is, okay, so let's go with the next question. Yes, we have that, no? Yeah. According to, yeah, now the news is related to doubling India's pulses production and what is the vision by 2047. Okay. So according to Niti Aayog's strategy, by which year does India aim to achieve self-sufficiency in pulses? So the option B is correct, that is 2030. What is the projected national production target for pulses by 2047 under Niti Aayog roadmap? So the correct option is C, 51.57 million tons. The one block, one seed village model proposed in the report firmly aims to option B, encourage localized cluster based cultivation of pulses. Based on demand supply analysis, India is expected to have a surplus of how much pulses by 2030? So the correct option is C, 3.79 million tons. Next news is related to road, high speed road expansion project. Mhm. So, what is the total estimated investment for India's high speed road expansion project? Option C is correct, rupees 11 lakh crore. Next, how many kilometers of new expressways are planned under the project? Option D, 17,000 kilometers. By what year is the entire high speed road network expected to be completed? So the correct option is C, 2033. What is the main objective of India's expressway expansion plan? Option B, reduce logistics cost and boost connectivity. How much will the high speed road network expand under the new project? So the correct option is C, five-fold. Which ministry is leading India's new expressway expansion plan? Option B, Ministry of Road, Transport and Highways. Which organization is leading the humanitarian assistance and disaster relief HADR operations under Operation Rahat? This is different news. So the option C is correct. India's Army Western Command. How many people have been evacuated so far under Operation Rahat? So option B, over 6,000. What is the total quantity of essential supplies delivered during the relief operations? Option C, 48 tons. Which of the following is not mentioned as a part of key relief measures in Operation Rahat? So, medical assistance and airlifting critical patients, that is there under this operation. Supply, delivery of essentials, that is also there. Evacuation from inundated areas, that is also there. What is not mentioned? Construction of new flood control dams. Nothing related with the dams and all. Last question is related with the news literacy rate, national literacy rate. So, what is the India's national literacy rate as of 23-24? The correct option is C, 80 to 90%. Which government program played a key role in improving India's literacy rate? Option B, that is Ullas. Now Bharat Saksharta Karikram. Which Indian territory was declared fully literate on June 24, 2024? Option B, Ladakh. According to Education Minister, literacy should ultimately lead to which of the following? So option B, empowerment, dignity and self-reliance. Who was elected as the 15th Vice President of India on September 9, 2025. Now, this news is different and this news is related to the Vice President, 15th Vice President of India. So, who was elected? Option C, CP Radhakrishnan. What was the voter turnout percentage in the Vice Presidential election of 2025? 98.2%. How many, by how many votes did CP Radhakrishnan win the election? So option C, 152 votes. Why was the vice presidential post vacant before the election? So option B, Jagdeep Dhankar resigned due to health issues. Swachhata Hey Seva SHS 2025 campaign will be observed between which dates? So the option B is correct. September 17 to October 2. What is the theme of Swachhata Hi Seva SHS 2025 campaign? Option C, that is Sarvotsa. Sarvotsa. Which ministries are jointly organizing the SHS 2025 campaign? So option B, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs and Ministry of Jal Shakti. What are the key focus areas of SHS 2025 campaign? So option B is correct. Clean and green celebrations, community ownership, and sustainable waste management. The next news is related to cabinet, gov, uh, India cabinet, right? That is related to road projects. Okay. So, yeah, so let's go ahead. The Union Cabinet recently approved the doubling of Bhagalpur Dumka Rampurhat railway line. What is the total estimated cost of the project? So, option B, 3,169 crore. The Bhagalpur Dumka Rampurhat railway line doubling projects cover how many kilometers? So, option C, 177 kilometers. Which of the following districts are among the aspirational listings that will benefit from the project? Option B, Banka, Banka, Goda, and Dumka. The doubling project is a part of which major national initiative? And the option C is correct. PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan. Now, the next news is related with the Research Institute. Who inaugurated the Central Power Research Institute Regional Testing Laboratory RTL in Nashik? So, option B, Manohar Lal Khattar. When was the RTL Nashik facility inaugurated? So, the correct option is B, September 10, 2025. Which organization developed the new regional testing laboratory in Nasik? So option C is correct. Central Power Research Institute, CPRI. What is one key objective of the Nasik RTL? Option C, reduce turnaround time for testing and certification. When and where was the beta version of Adi Sanskriti launched? Now this MCQ is related with the next news, that is Adi Sanskriti. So it was launched on September 5, 2025 at India Gate, New Delhi. Oh, so sorry. Option B, September 10, 2025 at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi. So sorry. Yeah. Who uncreated the beta version of Adi Sanskriti? So option B, Sri Durga Das, UK. Which of the following is not a component of Adi Sanskriti platform? So, option D, that is not a component. So, the component is Adi Vishwavidyalaya, Adi Sampada, and Adi Hat. And Adi Kala Bhavan is not a component of Adi Sanskriti platform. What is the primary aim of Adi Sanskriti? So, the option B is correct, to preserve, educate, and promote India's tribal art forms while supporting livelihood. Next news is related with AIC, Atal Innovation Center. Okay. Who inaugurated India's first overseas Atal Innovation Center? Option B, Dharmendra Pradhan. Where was India's first overseas Atal Innovation Center established? So option C, IIT Delhi, Abu Dhabi campus. Which two academic programs were launched during the inauguration? So, option B, PhD in Energy and Sustainability and BTech in Chemical Engineering. What is the primary objective of establishing the Overseas Atal Innovation Center? Option B, to foster research, entrepreneurship, and knowledge exchange. Who inaugurated India's first Overseas Atal Innovation Center? Okay, this question has been done, no? Dharmendra Pradhan. Next, what is the top speed of India's fastest train Namo Bharat? Now the question is related to Namo Bharat. So option C, 160 km per hour. On which route does the Namo Bharat train currently operate? Option B, Delhi to Meerut. Which train previously held the title of India's fastest before Namo Bharat? So option C, Gatiman Express and Vande Bharat. Which advanced safety systems are used in Namo Bharat trains? So option B is correct. ATP, ATC and ATO. The All India Debt Investment Survey. Now this next news is related with AIDS. So that is primarily focuses on household finances, including debt, assets, and credit access. The Situation Assembly Survey SAS of agricultural households mainly studies what? Option C, income, expenditure, and production patterns of farm households. Okay, next Question is, the upcoming round of AIDS and SAS will be conducted during option C 26 to 27. Which organization is responsible for conducting AIDS and SAS? So option C, National Statistical Office, NSO under MOSPI. Next question is related with fast track immigration. Okay, so who inaugurated the fast track immigration trusted traveler program at 5 new airports? So option B, Amit Shah. Which of the following airport was not among these where FTI and DTP was inaugurated recently? Pune is not there. We have Lucknow, we have Trichy, we have Kozhikode, but not Pune. The FTI DTP initiative is aligned with which vision of the Prime Minister? Speed, scale, and scope. So, yes, speed, scale, and scope. How long does it take for immigration clearance under the FTI DTP system? So, option B, 30 seconds. According to Sri Amit Shah, which group will benefit the most from FTI and DTP? So, the correct option is OCI card holders. When did IIM Ahmedabad inaugurate its first international campus? Okay, so the option B is correct. 11 September 2025. This is related to international campus. Where is IIM Ahmedabad first international campus located? So, the correct option is C, Dubai. Who represented the government of India at inauguration of IMA Dubai campus? So, the option B, Dharmendra Pradhan. Which UAE leader co-led the inauguration of IMS Dubai campus? Option C, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid. AI Maktoum. Okay. Yeah. What is the main objective of IM Ahmedabad's international expansion? So, encouraging global talent mobility and innovation. That is the main objective. Okay. Next question is ready with Purple Fest 20. Purple Fest 2025 was organized to celebrate achievements of Divyangan, Divyangjan. That is the person which having the disabilities. Who organized the Purple Fest 2025 in collaboration with Amit University, Noida? Option B, Indian Sign Language Research and Training Center, ISL, Indian Sign Language Research and Training Center. Okay, so Gurdeep Kaur Vasu, honored at Purple Fest 2025, holds which unique distinction? So the option is first, deaf blind Indian to secure a government job under the multiple disabled category. Purple Fest 2025 was inaugurated by which of the following dignitaries? Dr. Balvinder Shukla and Miss Manmeet Kaur Nanda. Which organization has launched the Saudi Arabia Jewelry Exposition? SAGIX. Saudi Arabia Jewelry Exposition, SAGIX 2025 to strengthen India's jewelry exports to GCC region. So, what is the correct answer? Option B, Gem and Jewelry Export Promotion Council, GJEPC, Gem and Jewelry Export Promotion Council. This is under the Ministry of Commerce Industry and this is a noble body promoting India's gem and jewelry exports globally. Where is SAGIX 2025 being organized? So option B, Jeddah Superdome. This event will be held in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia at the Jeddah Superdome from September 11 to 30, 2025. It's all been done. Okay. Which of the following categories is not mentioned as part of exhibits at Statics 2025? So lab ground diamonds is there, gold jewelry is there, handloom, textile, it's not mentioned as the part of exhibits at SAGIX 2025. So correct option is C, handloom textiles. So they even focus only on jewelry and related technology, not textiles. SAGIX 2025 aims primarily to. So the option B is correct. Boost India's jewelry exports and strengthen bilateral trade with GCC. Okay, yeah. Next question is related with non-fossil fuel power capacity. Who announced that India has achieved 250 gigawatt of non-fossil fuel electricity generation capacity? So the option B, Prahlad Joshi. When and where was the announcement made? Option B, 11 September 2025, New Delhi. India's 250 gigawatt non-fossil fuel capacity includes all of the following except thermal power. So we don't have thermal power. We have wind power, biomass energy, nuclear energy, but not thermal power. The 500 gigawatt renewable energy goal by 2030 is part of which international commitment? That is under B, Paris Agreement. Okay, next. Achieving 250 gigawatt of non-fossil fuel capacity positions India among the answer B, top nations in clean energy capacity. Next question is related to Great Nicobar Island Project. So the Great Nicobar Island Project aims to transform the island into a hub for which reason? So the reason is Indian Ocean Basin, option C. What is the proposed capacity of International Container Transshipment Terminal ICTT under the project? So option C is correct. 14.2 million TEU. Which of the following is not a component of the Great Nicobar Island project? So option C, Coastal Refinery Complex is not a component of Great Nicobar Island. What do we have? We have Greenfield International Airport. We have gas and solar based power plant. We have Townsend development, but not Coastal Refinery Complex. The Great Nicobar Island project aligned with which national vision? So the vision is Viksit Bharat 2047. During his 2025 tour, Prime Minister Modi launched an inaugurated development project worth over how much? That is option C, 71,000 crore on the project. The Barabi Saran new rail line connecting Mizoram's capital and Angel to the Indian Railways network for the first time is valued at option B, 8,070 crore. Which northeastern capital became the fourth city to join the Indian Railway network after Guwahati, Agartala, and Itanagar? That is a capital of Mizoram, Angel. The Assam PM Modi inaugurated the projects including the Darang Medical College, Guwahati Ring Road, and bioethanol plant at Numaligarh. The total water projects launched in the state was rupees 18,530 crore. Okay, next question is the National Makhana Board announced during PM Modi visit to Bihar aims to promote makhana farming, post harvest management, and exports. Who launched Gyan Bharatam portal to preserve Indian Asian knowledge system? Option B, that is our PM Narendra Modi. When was the Gyan Bharatam portal launched? On 12 September 2025. What is the main objective of Portal? Gyan Bharatam portal? Digitizing and preserving India's manuscript heritage. What was the international conference on Gyan Bharatam during which the portal was launched? Held. Sorry, option B, Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi. This now the next question related to national sites. So UNESCO, right? Yeah. Which two national sites from Andhra Pradesh were recently added to the UNESCO tentative list of World Heritage Sites? So option B, Tirumala Hills and Iramatti Dibalu. What makes the Iramatti Dibalu red sand dunes geologically significant? So option C is correct. They showcase sedimentary layers reflecting sea level changes. Epartian unconformity found in Tirumala Hills represent. What does it represent? The meeting point of ancient and younger rock layers. Why is inclusion in the UNESCO tentative list important for these sites? So option C, it marks the first formal step towards full world. Next question is, when were the seven new Indian sites added to UNESCO tentative list of World Heritage Sites? So option B, 12 September 2025. After the new addition, how many total entries does India have on UNESCO tentative list? Total? That is option C, 69. Which of the following sites is located in Kerala and known for its fossil-rich red laterite cliffs? So option B, Varkala Cliff. 142. Next question. What is the significance of UNESCO tentative list? So its significance is this serves as a preliminary step before nomination to the World Heritage List. Who inaugurated India's largest and most technologically advanced sports complex at Naranpura in Ahmedabad? Option C, Amit Shah. What is the total cost of constructing the Naranpura Sports Complex? Option B, 825 crore. By which year does the government aim to make India a top sports nation under its Vision 2047? Option D, 2047. By how much has India's sports budget increased from 2014 to 2025? Option B, 1,643 crore to 5,300 crore. Next question is, from which date will Indian Railways implement the new Aadhaar based booking route? Option B, October 1st, 2025. Who will be allowed to book tickets during the first 15 minutes of the online reservation window? Only Aadhaar authenticated users ID. What is the main purpose of new this rule? To prevent ticket fraud and curb plotting. Which organization has been directed to implement these change along with the railway zones? Option B, Central for Railway Information Systems, CRIS. Which two countries signed an agreement to establish a satellite tracking and communication station near Diego Garcia? Option B, India and Mauritius. What is the main purpose of new facility in the Chagos archipelago? So option B, to track and receive data from Indian satellites and launch vehicles. Why is the Chagos archipelago strategically important? So option C is correct because it is located between East Africa, the Middle East and South Asia. What advantage does this agreement provide to Pacific region? Option C, enhanced satellite monitoring and geopolitical leverage. Siva Par 2025 campaign on Namo app was launched to commemorate which occasion? So this was for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's birthday. SEWA 525 campaigns run from 17 September to 2nd October, aligning with which important national event? Option B, Mahatma Gandhi's birth anniversary. Which activity under SEWA 525 allows users to generate personalized AI based birthday wishes for PM Modi? So, option B, AI Subkamna Reel. What is the main objective of SEWA 525 initiative? To inspire spirit of service and nationalism among citizens. What is the main purpose of election commissions of India's recent EVM ballot paper redesign? So option B, to provide visibility, informity and readability for voters. How has the candidate photogram been modified in the new EVM ballot paper design? Option C, it will be in color and occupy three-fourths of the photo space. How are candidates' names and nota option presented in new design? So option C, all names including nota use the same font and size for uniformity. What is the maximum number of candidates allowed in a single ballot paper sheet under the new design? Option C, 15. Which is implementing the national geothermal energy policy in India? This news is related to a national geothermal energy policy. So this it is under which ministry? It is under Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, MNRE. What makes geothermal energy unique compared to solar and wind energy? Option B, available 24 by 7. Which of the following reasons is not among India's identified geothermal provinces? So option D, Thar Desert. So Himalayas is there, Graben is there, Godavari Basin is there, but Thar Desert is not among the India's identified geothermal provinces. One of the technological priorities of national geothermal energy policy is option B, repurposing abandoned oil wells for geothermal extraction. What species did Sankar belong to? This species is related to African bush elephant. And what is its geological name? Loxodonta africana. African. When did Sankar begin living in isolation at the Delhi Zoo? 2012. Which country gifted Shankar to India? Option C, Zimbabwe. What major concern did Sankar's death highlight? Animal welfare and ethics of captivity. Who launched the Yatri Seva Divas 2025 initiative? Now, this MCQ is related with the news Yatri Seva Divas. So, who launched it? Ram Mohan Naidu. From which airport was Yatri Seva Divas 25 launched? Hindon Airport. What is the main focus of Yatri Shiva Divas initiative? So option C, enhancing traveler experience and service equity. Which earlier scheme does Yatri Shiva Divas build upon? So earlier scheme was Uran. When did the first consignment of Hilsa fish from Bangladesh arrive in India in 2025? So option B, 17 September 2025. What is the total quantity of Hilsa Bangladesh allowed to export to India in 2025? That is 1200 million ton. Okay, through which entry point did first Hilsa consignment enter India? So the entry point is Petrapol border. What is the duration of Hilsa export window approved by Bangladesh in 2025? Option B, September 16 to October 5. According to the CREA analysis, CREA analysis, by how much did India's carbon dioxide emission from the electricity sector fall in the first half of 2025? So this is for 1%. This news is related to carbon dioxide emission. Okay. What was the primary reason for the reduction in fossil fuel based electricity generation? B. Structural growth in clean energy. Structure, growth in clean energy. How much clean energy capacity did India add in the first half of 2025? Option C, 25.1 gigawatt. What is India's national target for non-fossil fuel power capacity by 2030? So option C, 500 gigawatt. How many registered unrecognized political parties are UPPS, that is, registered unrecognized political parties, were delisted by the Election Commission in the latest action? So option B, 474. Under which section of the Representation of the People Act 1951 are political parties required to contest election within 6 years? So option B, section 29A. How many political parties failed to submit their annual audited accounts for the past 3 financial years? Option C, 359. What is the total number of political parties delisted by the Election Commission within 2 months? So option C, 808. Next news is related to 1965 war victory, 60 years. So the 1965 India-Pakistan war lasted for how many days? It was for 22 days. Option B. Which operation by Pakistan triggered hostilities in Jammu and Kashmir during 1965 war? Operation Gibraltar. Which battle during 1965 India-Pakistan war is remembered as one of the largest tank battles fought? So, option B, Battle of Asal Uttar. Battle of Asal Uttar. Okay. Who is leading the commemorative events marking 16th anniversary of 1965 India-Pakistan war? So, it is under Ministry of Defense. Which regulatory body oversees Bima Sugam digital insurance platform? And now this news is related to insurance. The option C, IRDAI. IRDAI. What is the main objective of the Bima Sugam initiative? So option B, achieve insurance for all by 2047. Which organization operates the Bima Sugam platform? So option B, Bima Sugam India Federation, BSIF. When are full transactional functions of Bima Sugam expected to be operational? So option B, December 2025. When did Prime Minister Narendra Modi announce the next generation GST reforms? So option B, 21st September 2025. Under the new GST structure announced in September 2025, how many tax slabs will remain? So option C, sorry, 2, 5% and 18%. According to the Prime Minister's address, citizens are expected to save how much annually due to GST and income tax reforms combined? So option B, rupees 2.5 lakh crore. What is the key objective of the GST Budget Utsav launched along with the reforms? So option C is correct. Encourage savings and promote made in India products. The Industrial Park Rating System IPRS 3.0 was launched in September 2025 to mark the completion of which major national initiatives? So option C, Make in India. Who launched the Industrial Park Rating System IPRS 3.0 in New Delhi? So option B is correct, Piyush Goyal. The IPRS 3.0 was developed by DPIIT with the support of which international organization? So option C, Asian Development Bank, ADB. Which of the following is not a new parameter introduced in IPRS 3.0? Option D, Foreign Exchange Reserves. Who launched the Logistic Data Bank, LDB 2.0 in New Delhi? So option B, Piyush Goyal. LDB 2.0 platform has been developed by which organization? So option B, NICDC Logistic Data Services, NLDSL. Which new features of LDB 2.0 allows exporters to track containers after they leave Indian ports? So option C, high seas container tracking. Next, LGB 2.0 platform integrates with which initiatives to ensure seamless logistics data exchange? So, option B is correct, ULIP, that is Unified Logistic Interface Platform. On which date did India secure exclusive rights for exploration of polymetallic sulfides, PMS, in the Carlsberg Race? So, option B, 20 September 2025. This news is related to India secures exclusive exploration rights. Which ministry signed a 15-year contract with the International Seabed Authority (ISA) for PMS exploration? So option C, Ministry of Earth Sciences, MOES. The newly secured exploration area in the Carlsberg Race covers approximately how much area? Option C, 10,000 square kilometer. What major national initiative does this milestone directly support? So option C, Deep Ocean Mission. Who launched LEADS 2025 Logistic Ease Across Different States initiatives? Option B, Piyush Goyal. What is the main objective LEADS 2025? Option B, to benchmark logistic efficiency across states and UTs. Which new features has been introduced in LEADS 2025 to enhance data accuracy? Option C, API-enabled road section speed tracking. LEADS 2025 aligns with which major national initiatives? Option B, Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. Next question is related to Ministry of Travel Affairs. The Adi Karm Yogist Train chapter initiatives was launched by which ministry? Option B, Ministry of Travel Affairs. The Adi Karm Yogist Train chapters was launched in which year? 2025. What is the primary aim of Adi Karm Yogist Train chapters? To promote leadership, innovation, and entrepreneurship among travel students. The Adi Karm Yogist Train chapters align with which national vision? Option C, Viksit Bharat. Sri Vivekanand Gupta has been selected to represent India in which prestigious international program for 25-26? So option B, Public Financial Asset Management, PFAM program. Which institution jointly organized PFAM program? So option C, World Bank and Milken Institute. PFAM program is hosted at which education? So option B, Base Business School, City University of London. What makes Sri Vivekanand Gupta's selection for the PFAM program historically significant? So the right option is B. It marks the first ever representation from India and EPFO in the program. Who chaired the 49th meeting of Pragati held on 24 September 2025? So the correct option is C. Narendra Modi. What is the full form of Pragati? So option A, proactive governance and timely implementation. Proactive governance and timely implementation. Which sectors were reviewed during 49 Pragati meeting in September 2025? So option B, mines, railways, water resources, industry corridors and power. I'm repeating, water resources, industrial corridors and power. What is the main objective of the Pragati platform? Facilitate real-time coordination and timely implementation of projects. Next news is related to imports. When did the Indian government announce restriction on silver and jewelry imports? 24 September 2025. What is the new import policy status for silver and unstudded jewelry as per DGFT notification? Restricted. This is the status that is restricted. Next question is, policy change was primarily aimed at addressing import surges and possible duty circumvention under which agreement? Option C. Asian India Trade in Goods Agreement. Until what date will the restriction on silver and studded jewelry imports remain effective? 31st March 2026. Who formally launched the Goods and Service Tax Appellate Tribunal in New Delhi? Option B. Nirmala Sitaraman. What is the main objective of establishing Goods and Services Tax Appellate Tribunal? To provide a uniform and efficient appellate mechanism for GST disputes. Which of the following is not a purpose of G state as mentioned by the finance minister? So option D, increasing GST collection target. So we have ensuring time dispute resolution, promoting consultation legal interpretation, and enhancing taxpayer confidence. These are all the purpose, but not D. The launch of GS-STAT marks a significant step in which aspect of India's economic governance. Option B, indirect tax dispute resolution framework. Who chaired the Union Cabinet meeting that approved the productivity linked bonus PLB for railway employees in 2025? Answer C, Narendra Modi. How many days wages were approved as the productivity linked bonus PLB for non gazetted railway employees in 2025? Option C, 78 days. What is the total financial implication of 2025 PLB approved for railway employees? Option B, 1,865.68 crore. The productivity linked bonus PLB of for railway employees is based on which of the following factors? Option C, operational performance like freight loading and punctuality. Which committee approved the doubling of Bakhtiarpur Rajgir Tilaya railway line in Bihar? So option B, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. What is the total estimated cost to Bakhtiarpur Rajgir Tilaya railway line doubling project? Option B, 2,192 crores. Okay, so next question is, Okay, so that's all for today. We're going to have more MCQs in the next lab scan. Thank you.